Hello and welcome back to We the Revolution. So when we left off, the king has pretty much been executed. That's done. We don't have to worry about that anymore. I believe... Oh, let me read this before I click. But I believe our reputation with the revolutionaries isn't that great. And then with the common folk, we have a pretty high relationship or reputation. I think it's reputation. I don't know if it's reputation, and then I don't know. We'll get there. Okay, so Raymond. The people shrugged the invisible burden off their backs. The streets seem more peaceful. Even the window at the courthouse will soon be replaced. They look replaced now. Oh. Dear citizen Fidel, I am writing to congratulate you to become part of our country's history. Citizen Capet's trial is on everyone's lips. I would also like to discuss the important topic of appointing the new commander-in-chief of the National Guard who will replace Citizen Burrell. It is my honest belief that I am the best candidate. Should you give me permission, I would like to pay you a visit in the morning. Francis? I don't know how to say that letter. Okay, so our family and the revolutionaries want acquittal. Let's look at the hierarchy. Okay, nothing's changed here. Let's look here. Yeah, so our relationships with the revolutionaries is medium. Common folks very high. Bad relationship with father. Good relationship with wife. So, yeah, reputation separate. Good relationship with younger son. Bad, because we started a riot. And bad. Or wait. Rumors about your careless approach to duties? Oh yeah, because I've been sucking on the reports. Okay, we'll work on it. Case file. Late in the evening, in one of the dark alleys near the Pantheon, a National Guard patrol stopped a fight between two elegant men. When the soldiers approached the attackers, they saw that one of them, elderly and graybeard, was standing over his fallen opponent, shouting angrily and kicking him. 3 strong soldiers were involved in detaining the brawlers, and they were forced to use their rifle butts. The 2 ragged and bleeding men were taken to the nearest station, where the officer there judged by their breath that neither of them had been drinking wine on that evening. The aggressor was immediately interrogated, but he would only babble incomprehensibly. The lieutenant was able to note down only 2 words, dictionary and plagiarism. When later asked about to repeat his statement, the graybeard man said he was robbed. The beaten man's name is Leonard Pomeroy. He is alive, but he will not be able to talk to people for some time due to a broken jaw. Can you not talk whenever your jaw's wired shut? I guess you can't make all the sounds. But I thought the sounds was mainly with your tongue and your lips. Like M. Okay? So we do have a trap. So... Okay, the dictionary might be the trap. So theft is the motive. Course of events? I don't have enough influence points? Wait. Ah! Okay. Oh, we just messed that up. Please introduce yourself. Professor Hugo Trottier, former lecturer and the now closed Sorbonne, a true university from before the revolution. Please explain why you assaulted that man. Assaulted. We are both lexicographers. However, I have been working on my text for over 15 years while he is a bungler. Why not burglar? Why does it say bungler? Which is a word for someone who makes mistakes due to their incompetence. What does that have to do with the assault? This victim, as you call him, is an ignoramus and a thief. He copied dozens of entries from my dictionary and then bluntly denied doing so in front of witnesses. Why did you not report this to the guard? I paid them a visit, but they showed nothing but complete disregard, which is a word for, we know what disregard means. Okay. So I don't have very many questions. I have no questions. I'll be right back. Okay, so I kind of cheated. But You know, it's okay. Okay, so... There. I needed a question to ask, okay? I'm sorry. Was the dictionary the motive? No. Oh. The brawl was in the course of events. No wine? Course of events? Oh, that was the trap. Dictionary is the motive. And then the ragged clothes is in the course of events. Sorry. Oh. Really? There's only one question that is innocent? I guess I have to ask. Well, now everyone... okay. You are both men of science. How can cultured people behave in such a way? Judge, do you know the term criminal passionel? It means to commit a crime under a sudden strong impulse while being in a state of high agitation. When a crime is committed in this state, one feels a sudden and unbearable aggression. And what caused your crime passionel? Plagiarism. The act of wrongful appropriation of a person's work and its publication under one's own name. Plagiarism should be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. But we are currently prosecuting the assault that you committed. And I admit it. Do you hear that? He blatantly battered a man and admits to it. Okay. Well, hold on, let's look at the report. He did. Why did he attack? It's a plagiarism. Crime passionel. I asked the innocent question. What did the victim steal from you? Pomeroy copied the entire S section from my dictionary into his own book. How can you be so sure? You need not but look for the entry Saturnian Saturnian, right? An alloy consisting of copper, zinc, and gold used by ancient Romans to produce coins. And what does that prove? It was a hoax, which means a falsehood deliberately pretending to be truth. There is no such thing as Saturnian or Saturian. I made it up so that I would know if someone ever mindlessly copied my dictionary. Are you not misleading your own readers? Of course not. Nobody would look for that entry as I made it up. Oh, we're not even getting you close. We're not even getting you close to innocent, my dude. I could go against the jury. I really could. It's gonna make the people mad. Because if I ask the next two questions, I mean, we're gonna be bumped up to execution. I feel like if I do prison... I need to do the acquittal. But that's... ugh. So if I do that, that drops it down a lot. If I do prison, that drops it down a little bit. But we want to be at least there. If I do the acquittal... We're just going to do the acquittal. I'm going against the jury here. Unfortunately. I just don't... I feel like... The defendant acted on impulse. The verdict is not guilty. What if tomorrow we kill someone on impulse? Who will be responsible? Well, the family and the... You know, look at that. Look at that. That is why he's getting acquitted. Okay? Surely this is... Yes, I do know what I'm doing. Sorry. I'm sorry. It doesn't matter what we have to say. Look. See, look. We got... Everything is great. Enemy of the courthouse. What? Enemy at the courthouse. Jury noticed you making the rumors. They're making their own choices in foregoing justice. Ah. It's fine. It's fine. Our family loves us. That's all that matters, right? Right? Common folk minus 12? Maybe that wasn't worth it. It's fine. We're fine. Be happy. Your wife told me that if I seek the support of the people, I should look for them in your house. Yes, citizen. My husband will be more than happy to endorse your candidacy for the post of Commander-in-Chief. Why does this feel like is it fait accompli? Fate? Fate? It has to be fate. Please do not be angry at your wife. I am sure that she acted in good faith when she made these promises. How could anyone refuse to support such a respectable officer? I am certain that my husband will acknowledge your merits just as I have. Undoubtedly. But how can I be so sure when there are so many other candidates? Well, I respect the other candidates. They are decent people. However, I can offer you the most precious gift, loyalty. Ooh. Working together, we can greatly benefit each other, and maybe Paris too. Our family has a high regard for sincerity and loyalty, does it not, my dear? Moreover, we respect each other's boundaries. At every turn. Yes, those ugly rumors about you being an addict should be put to an end. Know that I never forget those who have done me a favor. Words, 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 citizen. I am certain that no other candidate has asked you for such an endorsement. They do not think that you and I are worthy of their friendship. Or no, they do not think that you are worthy of their friendship, but I am different, and so are my words. I'm sure that my husband has already noticed that. Thank you. Regardless of what the masses are yelling, Paris is only as strong as its united elites. I will not retract my wife's promises, but in the future make sure you come to me first. But of course. I was like, y'all better be happy. That one. I think evening with grandfather. No. Reading together. Because then it's not like, but his goes down. I don't want his to go down. I guess we just gotta read together. That's gonna be like, what? Boom. We'll see it. Barely up. Oh, that one didn't really move, actually. Whiskey Lullaby. The evening is warm, so you decide to take the long way home. Near the Cafe Chantilly, you spot an amusing scene. Two drunkards fighting over a bottle of liquor, cursing like stable boys. The first is shorter and dressed in disheveled officer uniform, possibly a colonel. The second fighter, although significantly taller, is just an ordinary street thug. You listen to the gibberish and tangled epithets, only to reach the conclusion that the bottle contains one less gulp. Try to settle? The two enemies unite in the face of a stranger in an elegant coat. It surely looks comical to the... Oh. Well... You dodge the bottle, which smashes on a nearby wall, spilling the remaining alcohol. However, the kick is a success. Should have ignored. Lesson of the day. Do not intervene. Oh, hello. That's a map.
A Paris of a new era.
What is this? What do these mean?
Weak, vulnerable to attacks.
Are the people fickle? Is that what this means?
Waiting for someone to reach for power.
Okay.
Waiting for someone who, once again, will take control of its soul.
So it's saying we need someone in charge.
The pawns are now in play.
And we want that to be us? Okay. Revolutionary holiday. Recent days have proven that Paris can win, that France can win. We managed to overcome our past, divesting our last remaining tyrant of his power. Now it's time to rebuild, to create symbols that inspire future generations. That is why, during a gathering of the convention, several enterprising citizens proposed the construct of a statue to commemorate the revolutionary victory over injustice. You were given the honor of supervising the construction. There is no better candidate than the one who vanquished Louis Capet. You have an opportunity to leave yet another mark on Paris. Each section can be controlled by you, by an enemy, or be neutral. Each section you take over provides you with an additional influence point. The chance of mission success is higher in your territory. Missions. Enemy sections. Enemy agents can also take over your sections. Actions performed in enemy sections are less likely to be successful. Locked sections. Some sections are locked. Unlock them with any agent to carry out actions within them. Unlock a section. To unlock a section, you have to scout it first. You can only unlock sections adjacent to the one that are already unlocked. So kind of like Civ. No, not Civ. More like Risk. No, do you even... Yeah, Risk. Risk, you have to be next to him. Fervor. Each section reacts to the situation in the game, causing the fervor of the residents to rise or fall. If their fervor becomes too intense, it could result in destructive riots. Player agents. Send agents on missions, manage unruly crowds, and fight for influence over the city. Click an agent in action you wish for them to carry out. The Bruiser is good at fighting, gaining reputation, and managing unruly crowds. The Diplomat. Takes over sections, nurtures relationships with factions, and lowers fervors in sections. Weaker in duels against enemy agents. Movement. You can move your agents freely between your sections. Unfortunately, in hostile or neutral, you can only move them one space per day. Okay? So, that's the people. And then that's neutral. Okay. What if I take over the enemy? It's telling me to take over the enemy. Oh, so that's how you move it. Okay. I kind of want to take over the enemy section. Will that work? It says attitude neutral. Oh, I clicked it, but nothing happened. So we're just gonna, I guess... I want to increase my influence. I want to send that there. And I want you to unlock that. Okay. Oh, monument construction. Ooh. Yes. Yes. I like that. Surroundings. That's good. Sign. And I don't want to stamp on my name. So like right there. Perfect. Each building lets you perform a different kind of action. Take over the ones that support your playstyle. Okay. My residence, the printing house, the hideout, and the political salon. I thought that was going to be a saloon, but it's definitely salon. Printing house. Printing house enables actions against the Muscadins and the Revolutionary Patrol. The hideout will help your agents operate more efficiently in Paris. I might want the hideout. Actions granted by this building will facilitate your work at the court. Okay. I cannot seize the building yet. Okay, I can't do any of that. So, residence, okay. So, all I can do is spend more time with the family. Randomly chooses one. Okay. Influence points -2. Okay. In the day. So that's still day 7. We'll see what everything happened. Or what everyone did, I guess, the next day.
A bloody beginning. A violent prologue announced by a flowing red curtain.
I'm moving my mouse just in case. Yep.
The wrath of strangers made me sick to my stomach.
Ooh.
Feet stirred dark puddles. The air tasted like iron.
I remember a
Their
lot of
heads,
people died.
Someone cried.
Yeah. Ooh, that dog
Anger
looks
hidden
angry.
in the shadows. Thousands of cries from a single throat. Here was a beast with hundreds of claws and teeth.
Wait, is he missing a leg?
A kicked, abused, and physically wounded soul.
Aww.
Their heads, what a cold and urgent order. The beast's eyes showed a long-disguised bitterness, yesterday's envy. It has waited too long to show mercy now. Too long covering its ears while others laughed at its inadequacies and feebleness.
Is the beast supposed to represent the common folk right now?
The beast's bark was filled with 1,000 smiles of those who worship this bloody morning. The day when their enemies will perish.
Yeah, I was like, I feel like this is supposed to
Their
like be a
brothers.
metaphor. Like the people were a beast. Okay, common folk want acquittal. Revolutionaries want death penalty. Notebook. We have 3 influence. Enemy. Okay, I need to decide with the jury today. The relationship with wife. Bad. Okay, those are old. Oh, so that's okay. So that's gonna stop being negative. Wow, my reputation sucks. Okay, so we gotta make sure the jury are happy today. Okay, the defendant, Antoine Barnave, a 32-year-old, treason, advocating monarchy, counter-revolution. Okay. 32-year-old politician and famous orator? Parisians remember him for his fiery speech defending the constitutional monarchy. He is known as a fierce enemy of the Republic and protector of the king. Seeing that his political efforts were fruitless, he joined the National Guard. Oh wait, I just realized there's like no one there. In 1791, during the notorious fight to Varennes, the Capets were detained by the Guard. Antoine and 2 other soldiers were ordered to escort the fugitives back to Paris. When he met Marie Antoinette, he was absolutely charmed. The two developed a potentially sexual relationship. Later, they were frequently writing to each other. In her letters, Marie Antoinette often expressed hope for a survival of absolute monarchy. Not long after, he joined the... Isn't it like the Jacobins or like the Jacobins? I feel like it's like Jacobins or something. If I remember correctly, I don't think it's Jacobins. Hoping to help the Capets and alleviate the radical approach of the revolutionaries towards Citizen Capet and Marie Antoinette. His efforts, however, were futile. Due to his sympathy towards the monarchy and the Capets, especially Marie Antoinette, he was under constant surveillance. Now he had finally managed to collect enough evidence to file an indictment. One of the pieces of evidence in his correspondence with Marie Antoinette, which potentially proves his counter-revolutionary tendencies, Antoine ought to be punished like any other enemy of the revolution. Okay, and I think this is the letters. Your Highness, I am certain that our shared efforts will convince the people of France to preserve the monarchy. The loss of your wisdom and kindness would be too tragic a blow for the state to afford. Okay, just curious. People are very unhappy. They're not happy. Okay, so prison and acquittal, they're like... Okay, I'm just gonna go with whatever the jury says at this point. Oh, hierarchy. So this guy, is it Murray? Nicknamed the Conscience of the Nation. He's the editor of the self-published newspaper, Friend of the People. Disliked by the... yes. Tolerated by the evil, yes. He can smell the dirt of the person's hands better than a trained pig smells truffles. He does not shy away from the publishing denunciations brought to him by fellow convention members in an attempt to undermine the credibility of political adversaries. Okay. He fell in love with Marie Antoinette. Are you Mr. Antoine Barnave? I am. Barnave. Did you and your mistress Marie Antoinette plot against France? There are so many lies in your question that I cannot decide which one to deny first. He tries to defend himself with pretty words. So are you not pleading guilty? Of course not. Okay. Time to unlock the questions. Okay. So letters are evidence. This is part of his personality. Marie Antoinette. Hold on. Sympathy is motive. No, sympathy is counter-revolution. Letters addressed are that. Okay. Escorting them is motive. No. It's that. Okay. Charmed by the queen. Is that motive? No. So it's that, and then this is motive. Wow, I'm doing bad. Okay, but we got an achievement. I already looked at the notebook. I already read all that. Okay. So on this, did he confess? What type should France have? And how did he... Okay, we're just gonna ask all the questions. It looks like it's probably gonna lead to acquittal. Okay. Not long ago, you were on the path to a grand career. I remember your famous speech in Defendant of Citizen Capet. Your charisma could have taken you to the top, but instead you are here. Do you not regret it? That speech was not aimed against the revolution. I only wish to appeal to common sense. Many remember the performance as an attack on everything that started in France on the 14th of July. Nonsense. The changes were essential. Constitutional monarchy is a reasonable alternative to the old order. So your opinion, people who brought misery to France should continue living in the palace. I do not think they should be guillotined only for their ancestry. Okay. So you escorted the fugitive royals back to Paris. Did you see an opportunity to use your new friends for your personal gain? Absolutely not. I saw hounded, terrified people, and I decided to plead for them. Were you hounded? Where were you when we were hounded by them? Maybe you were driven by your desire for Marie Antoinette. The circumstances were not very romantic, but who knows? That is an unnecessary and false insinuation that has nothing to do with the case. I wonder if Capet liked to watch them. Ew. Okay. Were you not afraid to openly support the monarchs on the eve of the revolution? That could be interpreted as treason. I may be young and idealistic, but I am no traitor. If that were true, you would be standing right on their side. I love this country, and I'm certain that the republic which the revolutionaries are fighting for is not a... Yeah, I don't know. If you fight the republic, you fight France itself. Okay. It would appear that your letters to Marie Antoinette, you tried to convince her and her husband to support the revolution. What would you gain from that? I believe that we would avert the terror we are currently facing. Why do you think there is terror in our country? I would not be standing here now otherwise. You were there because you're a royalist swine. I don't understand why they want acquittal. The Capets were not interested in the Constitution? Unfortunately not. And how would you benefit from it? I only wanted what was best for my country. Okay. I have a feeling it's gonna either be prison or this if I ask all the questions. Hold on. This has been mentioned, that's been mentioned. Did he? Hold on. You escorted them? Absolutely not. I saw terror and I decided to plead for them. So he didn't confess directly. And then he said, what did he say? Yeah, constitutional monarchy, okay. So, why did the guard choose you to escort the Capets? Within the guard, one does not question orders. They ordered me to carry out a task, and that is what I did. So, did you not ask for it? How could I? How could I have? I only learned about Citizen Capet's escape when they gave me the order. Yet you profited from it, didn't you not? Considering where I am standing, I do not really think so. See, we're not even going to get to acquittal. I maybe shouldn't have asked all those questions, because now they're going to want prison. And no one wants prison. Why did Marie Antoinette make such an impression on you when you first met her? She is an incredibly well-mannered and sophisticated woman. I would have been blind not to see it. He fell for her like a youngster. Really? Marie Antoinette is a married woman and I am a decent man. You can come to your own conclusions. I heard rumors that she did not really care for her wedding ring. And are you aware that rumors are not the best source of knowledge? This is gonna say prison. Did you ever express your feelings to Marie Antoinette in your letters to her? Did you not read our letters carefully? I would not have dared to woo the Queen of France. You wrote about her wisdom and kindness. It sounds like you were paying her compliments. Those were just pleasantries. Maybe she was wooing him. Ooh, okay. See, they want prison, and I have no more questions. Learn about this escape. Okay, so he learned whenever they gave him the order. You know, I'm actually trying hard on these reports now. And if I do prison, I mean, people are kind of happy. I mean, we can do prison. It makes the jury happy. It makes some people happy. It's whatever. I have no further questions. Thank you. I sentence Antoine to prison. Take the condemned away and lock him in a cell. I hope his time there will not be easy. He was lucky. How can you be so easy on enemies of the state? Okay, but reputation and influence went up one, because I had a good report. Heck yes. Everyone is not happy with me. Oh, hierarchy was glowing and I didn't look at it. Oh wait, no, I probably did. Let's see. My name is Jean-Marie Roland. My name should not be unknown to you. After all, you wiped your shoes on it during King Louis's trial. Citizen Compay, not King. King Louis, thanks to... yeah, blah, blah, blah. Thanks to your flinging around half-truths and speculation, everyone is calling for my head, accusing me of corruption and treason, while you used our backs as a stepladder on your way up the social hierarchy. Corrupting politicians does not always work out. Danton does it. Mulville tried to, but they caught you. Happens. I will probably be dismissed from my station. I may even end up at the guillotine, but I will make sure your head rolls right after mine. You will be my comrade in misery. Threatening a judge of the tribunal is an even worse idea than supporting a despised king and corrupting politicians of the convention. I will get rid of your candidate for the captain of the guard. Then I will go after you. It took me and my wife too long to get where we are. I will not die because of some overboozed maggot that likes to call himself a judge. You will see how we wage war in Paris's salons, your treacherous mongrel. He doesn't like me. Family time. Dear comrade, I heard the news of Minister Roland's unexpected visit. I have to confess that Roland knows about me something that he should... What? Knows something about me that he should not have? I am certain he is already weaving an intrigue against us. We have to start working on one against him. Francois. I don't know. Play something for me, son. I have work to do. As you wish, father. So everyone hates that. Everyone hates that. You know, y'all are full. They're not. They get attention today. Now you better not drop below blue or I'm gonna be mad. See, look, we're fine. We're fine. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so we unlock that. That is enemy okay. Enemy agents will fight. They can take over sections or neutral sections, okay? Combat. When at least 2 hostile agents meet in one section, combat ensues. Remember that a diplomat has little chance against a brutal fighter. After a defeat in combat, your agent becomes injured. They can still move around, but they are not able to perform any actions. Main section. Your main section is vital. The buildings here enable you to influence the rest of the game, protect it at all costs. If you let it out of your grasp, you will lose the game. Okay, if I go back to here. Yeah, this is the one. Yeah, because I went back. Because I'm safe, scum. Okay. So if I go here, they fight. Okay, so we are gaining 2 influence points here. Is that how this works? What is intrigue? Intrigue! The documents discovered in Capet's iron cabinet raised suspicions regarding Roland. The minister hates the tribunal for openly ridiculing him, and he will not forgive you for it. His intelligent wife holds an even stronger grudge. Okay, so we have to do that. Number 6. Okay. Action blocks. Perform actions correctly to fill the progress bar. If you carry out too few, you will lose. If you perform more than necessary, you will receive a bonus. Progress bar. Perform actions correctly to fill the progress bar. If you carry out too few, you will lose. Oh, yeah, okay. So, convincing a witness. So far, there are only rumors that Roland destroyed the documents. If we find someone from the social circle to corroborate this, we will gain a powerful tool. We have a potential candidate. Perform an action. For this action to be successful, you need to persuade the number of people. You can also send your diplomat. Remember, we'll have to convince him. Oh, we're talking. Do I choose? Thank you for coming, Citizen Cote. How could I say no to a person who holds the lives of the kings in the palm of his hand? I presume that our meeting is connected to Minister Roland. Exactly. I would like to talk about the incident with the iron cabinet. It is indeed rather ugly. The minister could lose his head because of it, although it is currently nothing more than gossip. Yes, but what if the gossip suddenly turned into the truth? Then things will certainly get nasty. Okay. I can only reveal one. Okay, withdrawn. So, with withdrawn, it's always like manipulation and aggression, I feel like. I feel like with this, I'm gonna have to just test it. If it's bullheaded, humility, and then I guess we'll try that. Withdrawn, let's do aggression. Ooh, okay. So that was perfect. I think we're good. Okay, so we're going to do aggression, manipulation, and humility. So, aggression. I need Roland's head. He is a pest. By bribing politicians, he has harmed all of France. We need the witness that saw him opening the iron chest to reveal his identity. We need you, citizen. Roland has his vices, but are they enough to justify my betrayal? Because that is what you ask of me? Minister Roland will not save you when matters become troublesome. I can save you from the charges of complicity, for example. And then humility. I believe that you are a man of reason, Citizen Cote. Listen to it telling you that you do not want to pay for Roland's mistakes, and I do not want to make you pay for them. I will help you and testify against him. Let us see where this leads, but hopefully to my head staying on my neck as you promised. Haha. Intrigued. Revolutionaries and common folk endorsement. That went up. Nice. Okay. Spreading rumors. Some methods require you to make decisions about tactics. Each decision may have a different chance of success. When Roland recognized the contents of the iron cabinet, he allegedly asked for a moment of privacy and was left alone with the evidence. In light of Citizen Capet being accused of conspiracy and the lack of evidence, we could try accusing him of destroying it. Him confirming these details. Okay, so what is this? I don't want to... Diplomacy. So, a few casual remarks made by the respected David should unleash an avalanche. Force. Court guard, your loyal subordinate will have to talk some sense into a few heads. I would say more diplomacy. The action will be... Okay, awaiting results. Intrigues are carried out in a matter of days. The results can only be seen the next day. Okay. So, that's it. So they're fighting. Do I have control of that? Because that's blue, right? That means I'm in control. Oh, we're gonna do that. I think we're gonna end the day. But before I fully end the day, in case there is a cutscene, I think I'm gonna end this video right here. I hope you have a good evening, afternoon, morning, whatever time of the day it is when you're watching this, and I hope to see y'all next time.